Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our focus this morning will now switch to an organization that was founded in 1920 during the convention of the National American Women's Suffrage Association, the League of Women Voters. It's a pleasure to be joined by Ann Golden, who serves as the president of the League of Women Voters of Milwaukee County. How are you, Ann?
Great, thank you.
I'm glad to have you here. And from the very beginning, the League of Women Voters has been an activist, grassroots organization whose leaders believe that citizens should play a critical role when it comes to advocacy and things of that nature, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, tell us more about what you do.
Well, like you said, we started in 1920 out of the women's suffrage movement. But after that, we spread to educate and to inform voters, all voters, of the issues. Gradually it evolved so that we have 4 platforms, basically. Government, which includes voting, and that's probably our biggest section. We have social policy, which includes just about everything: housing, healthcare, gun violence, all of that falls into that. Natural resources and international relations. So we have committees for all 4 of those. And all the constituent leagues around the country do as well.
Okay, so it really is an opportunity to break down things that are important not only on a local level but globally as well.
Right, because we vote hopefully in all elections, and right now, and probably always, international relations is critical to our national government. So we like to keep a hand in everything that we can inform voters about.
Yeah, and what makes this really unique is that the League is nonpartisan, and you guys are very proud of that fact, but you're always working, like you just said, on vital issues of concern to the members as well as the public. So when we look at issues like voter ID, gerrymandering, then we've got the devastation that happened in Las Vegas, which has taken us back to gun control.
Right.
What role does the League of Women's Voters play in dealing with these issues?
Well, we study the issues first. So if you backtrack to our founding, over those almost 100 years, the League has formed positions that we take through consensus. So that's why we call it grassroots. Our members are the ones who get together at the local level, and it percolates to the top, and we meet in convention and discuss these issues and then take a position. So we have a book, about this big with all the positions we've taken over the years, why we took them, and what we should do with them. So then it goes into action and advocacy. So things like gun control, we've had a position on that for years. And the same thing with gerrymandering, voting rights, housing rights, fair lending laws, women's rights, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, you name it, we have a position on it. And we can use that position to go out into the community and help inform people about the issues, help lobby in Madison and nationally for any bills that are on the table, and of course make sure our members know about it through our general meetings that we have about 4 times a year.
Okay, good stuff. So we're coming up on elections in 2018,
Yes.
and for a lot of people, that probably sounds like ways away.
Not to us.
But it's really right. Spring elections would be, 6 or 7 months away. So what are you guys doing leading up to the elections here in the city?
Well, we have ongoing programs, and one of our biggest programs right now is the High School Voter Registration Project.
Okay.
We have a very strong voter services group that has formed a committee. It's a huge committee. That's our biggest committee. They have a presence in all of the high schools in Milwaukee City, where they reach out to 17 and 18-year-olds, teach them why it's important to vote, register them, help them register other people, because now it's all online registration, and you don't need any special training. You need to be shown how. That group that's an ongoing project. It's been emulated by other leagues around the country because it's been so successful, thanks to Michelle Goldstein and her team. So that gets the younger voters. We have been also working on the redistricting issue. The League of Women Voters has an amicus brief with the Supreme Court issue that's being heard this week.
Right.
So that, of course, is always has always been an issue. It's not just every 4 years. I mean, we're always trying to
continuously and consistently dealing with it.
But it's hard.
Yeah.
And we have voting registration drives all the time, every year. It doesn't matter that whether it's a national election or not. And we have a Facebook presence. We do all the social media. And
well, in this day and age, you almost have to.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So we have our memes going out on a regular basis about not just the need to register, but to vote. And you brought up before, I think, voter ID. We have kept up our printed material because it's been changing so rapidly.
Right.
So every time we make a brochure, like 6 weeks later, something changes. So, and we have stacks. We pass out so much printed material all over, and our website has the information as well.
Yeah, and this is a good time to give out your website address for people who are interested.
lwvmilwaukee.org.
All right. The League of Women Voters of Milwaukee County recently hosted a presentation titled Housing in MKE, Evictions, Race Relations and Policy. Powerful subject here. That conversation was based off the book Evicted, Poverty and Profit in the American City by Matthew Desmond.
Yes.
What made you guys choose this subject to have a panel discuss?
Well, our social policy committee chose to read Evicted, and that's other people within our league read it as well because, of course, it was set in Milwaukee, so it was fascinating. And many of us, honestly, had no idea of what was going on here. So we chose to join with the 200 Nights of Freedom movement, and that was our main activity for that. We also had a lunch and learn. We have a once a month activity called Lunch and Learn that's always about social issues.
Yeah.
And last month, Peggy Roska was our guest. She's the widow of Father Grappi.
Wow.
And so she gave a rundown and a real personal a story about what went on then. She was there.
Oh, yeah.
And it was fascinating.
Yeah, and she does an
Absolutely
outstanding job keeping his legacy alive and reminding us of who he was and what he stood for. And this, of course, your 200 Nights of Freedom is commemorating the 50th anniversary of Milwaukee Civil Rights Marches.
Yes.
And the thing is, when you talk about these evictions, such a serious issue. As a matter of fact, there's a MacArthur Foundation study that showed while black men face alarmingly high incarceration rates, black and brown women are disproportionately evicted from their homes for a number of reasons. But this is probably something that people never really give a whole lot of thought until someone comes along and writes a book.
Right.
Yeah.
And eviction, I mean, housing is critical. It's a social policy issue. It's a human rights issue, basically. And the laws that exist now in Milwaukee that allow evictions to happen without recourse, without public defender backup. I know they have some now, but it leaves so many people without anybody to help them.
And it mentioned, this same study, that some of the reasons that were uncovered include lower wages, living paycheck to paycheck, which I think a lot of people can relate to, and then primary child rearing responsibilities. Sure. And it goes on, even into relationships of maybe a woman living with a man and they feel like they really don't have any say on where they live or the conditions of where they live. So it's just a lot of interesting things that came out of this study, as well as this particular book that was written. So I'll give out the author's name again for anyone that's interested. It's Evicted: Poverty and Profit in the American City by Matthew Desmond. And you did mention your Lunch and Learn sessions that's held every third Monday from noon until 1 o'clock.
Right.
And is this held in different places across the city, or always the same place?
It's always at the Sojourner Peace Center. And it's a beautiful facility, and we've had a great turnout. And that's open. It's open to the public. It's usually a small group, but it is open to the public. And we have had amazing people come and talk about everything, you know. So, well, not everything yet, but I mean,
well, a lot of different things
Yes.
that are considered issues. I know last year you guys did something on human trafficking.
Yes.
You had Martha Love come in and talk about that. Also, you talked on refugees, vetting, and
Yes.
resettlement
Oh, yes.
process. Just a lot of interesting things. And like you said, you're having lunch, and you have an opportunity to learn, and you really do allow people to like bring a brown lunch and
that's
kind
what
of
we
just, that's the setup. So is there anything else that you'd like to share with us about the League of Women Voters today?
Well, like I said, we always stress our nonpartisanship. We do not ever support candidates, but we support positions and issues. And our main goal is to educate the public and get people involved in the process. It's one thing to write a letter to the editor or publish a position paper, but we want people to get involved, and they don't have to join our group, but there are so many other organizations that need help in spreading the word that what we do at the local level is probably more important than at the national level when it comes to voting, because it's the people we elect locally who affect our everyday lives, and then who go on to spread to pass legislation that affect us directly, and then they go on to higher office, and if they're on the wrong side, so to speak, you know, we have it at every level, and so voting in local elections is critical.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. And real quick, how does someone become a member of the League of Women's Voters?
Well, you can go on our website, lwvmilwaukee.org. We have join buttons all over the place. You can pay, use PayPal or send in a paper application. But we're open to men and women, 16 and above.
Okay.
And once you're a local member, you're also a member of the state and the national league as well. And then you're welcome to join our team, and we've got a fantastic team.
Yes, well, thank you so much for coming by and telling us about all the hard work and great things that you're doing.
Well, thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure. Ann Golden is the president of the League of Women Voters of Milwaukee County. For more information on anything that we've discussed today, you can visit their website at lwvmilwaukee.org or call 414-273-8683. That's going to do it for today's show. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. As always, thank you for watching, and I do hope you join us again next week as we take another look at our issues, Milwaukee. Have a great day.